Are you ready to see some magic with your own hands? Yes. Please give it up for the amazing Joseph Keppel.
I'm not coming up with you to get those things in place. And everything you mentioned on card, I'm not going to do. I'm not going to do cards, I'm not going to do coins. Does it mention ropes on my cards? I think the ropes. All right. Thank you so much for volunteering.
That's called forcing.
Christy, we're going to have an anatomy lesson tonight. But it's not human anatomy, it's rope anatomy. Tell me, Christy, do you know the main bodily parts of a rope? Ends, two of them, one on each. It's my friend Julius Scissors. They all go down from here. Christy, if I cut one end of the rope only has one end. If I cut this end off, the rope no longer has ends because the ends are way on the stage. Sounds silly, doesn't it? Tell me, Christy, if you cut the ends off the rope, what's left over? The middle. Look, you bring the middle to the top, you cut the middle out. The rope now has no middle. But Christy, what happens when you cut the middle out of a piece of rope? And you get two new ends. Look, if I cut this new end like this and throw this to it, are you watching this? Are you watching this? You're not watching this, I'm going to take a rope. Christy, you know I got this rope was walking down the street. I just come out of a restaurant. Waiter said, get out, we don't serve ropes here. The rope said, I'm famous, I'll disguise myself. The waiter won't recognize me. He said, I'll tie myself up like this. Fray at my ends. I'll be disguised, the waiter won't recognize me. So this is how he did it. First of all, tied himself up just like this. Secondly, frayed up his ends just like this. Christy walked back in that restaurant, sat down, the waiter looked at him, looked down a little more, said, you don't fool me. He said, you're a rope, aren't you? Rope, but nope, frayed not. Christy, if I gave this rope and said cut it in half, it's very simple, you find a sever and cut it. But what would you do if I said quick, cut it into 3 pieces the same length? You didn't bring a ruler along, did you? Say no. You hold the upper end like this, bring the lower end up, loop it around your thumb, and pull towards the bottom. Now, Christy, if I take the scissors and 3 ends, 6 ends. That's your rope cutting lesson for today. There's 1. There's 2. There's 3, all the same length. Christy, cup your hands, guard them together. Guard them with your life. Don't let anybody get it. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to do a trick tonight with just 1 rope. Since they're all the same length, it doesn't matter which you give me. So, Christy, just give me any one of the 3. Any one of the 3. Just pick up. Just pick out a rope and give me a rope. That won't be brand new. I'll use 2 ropes. Maybe 1 more. Lady, you broke my ropes. Look familiar? Christy, 3 ends even. You bring up this, it makes 4. Oh, I must admit, this is not original with me. I learned this trick from a midget mind reader. Midget mind reader. Poor guy's always in trouble with the police. Last time he escaped from jail, newspaper headline read, short, medium, at large. You bring up this end, it makes 4 ends even. You bring up this end, it makes 5 ends even. You bring up the last, it makes 6. Now, Chrissy, since the ends are even, it means the ropes are all the same length again, right?
Yeah.
That's right. 3 teach you a little tug like that. There's 1. There's 2. There's 3. And don't tell anybody how we did that. You know what? All my puns I do with, as part of a trick. I got one that's the worst pun of all time, and I just tell it like it's tell. And no one's gonna come up, so don't be afraid of Richie. Are there any fishermen out there? What's your name?
Richie?
Do me a favor, Richie. At the end of the joke, you go, "That must have been a really big fish."
Okay.
Got it? Practice.
That must have been a really big
You
fish.
got it. Scottish fisherman and his wife have trouble having children. After years of trying, they have 2 twin boys, but they can't think what to name them. They say, "We'll get a little older. We'll name them their personality." Well, they were identical twins, had very little difference in their personality. It wasn't until they were 6 or 7 years ago, they realized when they were down by the ocean, the one boy always faced towards the ocean. The other boy always faced away from the ocean. And if they tried to get them revert, one boy always faced towards, the other away. You say, that's it. We'll name these boys Towards and Away. So they grow up, they're 11 years old, father wants to teach to be fishermen. So one night the father, Towards, Away, they get in the boat, they go out to sea. They don't come back that night. A day goes by, a week, a month, a year, 3 years go by, the mother thinks, "I've lost my whole family at sea." One day she's sitting at the breakfast table, and there comes her husband up the docks, but Towards and Away, nowhere to be seen. She goes, "Oh, Papa, Papa, where are the boys?" He said, "Mom, I gotta tell you, Mom. The first day in the boat, Towards hooked a fish. He fought that fish day and night. 3 days, 3 nights. 4th morning he weakened. The fish pulled him overboard. We never saw Towards again."
That must have been a really big fish.
You should have seen it when it got away.
Ooh.
You should have seen it when it got away. I try to do a lot of chocolate work. I do a lot of casino work. I didn't get a chance to go to the paper today. I didn't mind going to the paper. See if there's anything I can do a trick or story about. There's nothing there. There's nothing there. There's nothing. Oh, here we go. Yesterday, out on Route 22, big tractor trailer accident. Says here, a tractor trailer truckload full of wings fell over. Police are still combing the highway.
Ooh.
International news. Yesterday, 2 cruise ships collided in the Caribbean. Says here the one boat was carrying red paint. The other boat was carrying purple paint. All the passengers marooned. Crime news. They had to stop giving chocolate bars. People down at the penitentiary, too many prisoners breaking out. So you can't even read the religion page anymore. So many scandals. Tammy Faye Baker, Jimmy Swaggart. But you know, in Europe, you got the Trappist to make the wine, to make this jelly. There's this little known order in Germany, the horticulture. They breed flowers. Well, I bred this new flower. The aroma was like a narcotic. It drove these guys crazy. They were beating up little old ladies. They were kicking little kids down the steps. No one could solve this problem. Till one day, Playboy Enterprises opened a branch in that town, and just like that, the problem was solved. Which only here was to prove one thing. Hugh and only Hugh could prevent florist fires. Those are pretty bad, aren't they? In that case, I'll just put them back.